Hey, what's up guys? RJ here, back with yet another video. So it's 2017, January. Pretty cold outside here in Maryland. And one of the things that I want to do is to get better organized this year. I'm a fairly organized person overall, but physically, there are things here and there that I'd like to get a little more organized with. And one of those things is my wife's flat iron. It seems to always be in the way. So I thought, like a good man does, of a solution. So let's go to Fusion 360 and the help of my trusty 3D printer and see if we can't find a solution for this problem in 2017. All right, so let's get to it. I had originally recorded this video hoping that I could do this in real time, showing, the trials and tribulations of designing something to fix us a problem. But after I reviewed many of my uploaded videos, I've discovered that, most of you aren't watching those details anyway, so I figured I would just go ahead and speed this right along. If you do have any questions, you can leave them in the comments. So as you can see right here, I am trying a new tool in Fusion 360, the conical design tool, but I quickly discovered that it's just not going to work, and I went back to using a multi-line and building the top. Right now I'm figuring out kind of in the middle, measuring up where the iron is and all of its aspects to see the distance between the top of the iron and the top of the mount that I was going to build. And built one for the top and the bottom, but soon got rid of the bottom one. So here I am just measuring up using some construction lines. And right here I'm running into some problems getting the mirror tool to work, or the patterning tool to work correctly. With some struggles, I finally get it to work right. So here I'm just taking a look at extruding out the main body sections, and this is the first revision. So then I measure again just to double check my work, make sure that my iron can fit in there, and as you saw I needed to make some changes there. So here I'm changing some of the dimensions and thinking that I could just change the one dimension from the mirror, but of course I guess the way I did it originally didn't work, so I had to wind up redoing it again. And then of course it's just a matter of extruding these pieces out, and now I'm taking a look at what I'm going to do with the main holding section of the mount. Just use simple fillets for it. Create a plane on that edge, mark it out, and then just simply get the dimensions where I want them, and then extrude that section away. This is going to kind of create a lip there, as you can see, that will hold the iron in place. And here's me just doing some more revisions to everything, making sure my dimensions seem okay. So, and this is revision 2. This is where I discovered that the top was not going to work. So I basically just flared it outward, created a couple lines to dimension off some sections, create some V-cuts within this top body. And that was pretty easy, pretty straightforward. From there, created 2 of them, I believe. It's been a while since I... So once I got all the angles correct and the dimensions the way that I wanted them, it was at this point I could just extrude out the material and that would create little notches. So hear me, I'm just cleaning up some of the edges, filleting and doing some chamfering work just to clean up some of the sharper edges there. Here I'm trying to create a chamfer to increase the strength in that area. Soon discover that I needed some here, created some right on this length to strengthen it up also. And here I am sending it to the slicer, which in my case is Simplify 3D, and then we'll send it right off to the printer. So that's about it. This design took me a couple times. Unfortunately, in this particular case, I wound up having to print out an entire mount to find out that the original design was a complete fail. I don't know what I was thinking. I mean, that flat iron has a cord as long as a vacuum cleaner's cord. But anyway, it certainly was not gonna stay put on a flat, round surface like this. So anyway, as often I do, I go back to the drawing board and corrected it to what I think is a working, functional model that's going to help my sanity this year, most importantly. Alright guys, so that's about it. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you're not already subscribed, consider subscribing. If you have any comments or concerns, leave them below and I will make sure I answer. I read every single one and I answer every single one. Okay? So until next time guys, take care. What a waste.